There we go. I'm back. I'm still getting used to the panel here, and I wonder if I can arrange these buttons differently. It might help. But anyway, I'm back with another live stream today, and what I'm going to focus on, I think, I've did some Gambit today. I finished up my Solstice armor on my Hunter, and I'm done with that. I'm not going to go through the final level of it because, let's face it, I'm just a casual player. I'm an old guy, and I don't have a whole lot of time to coordinate with other players because my play is up and down. Sometimes I can put 2 hours together, but I can never plan that. And so I'm just going to go into some PvE for right now. I'm going to run some strikes. I have a little bit of time before dinner time tonight, and I'll probably stream again later tonight. And probably get the PvP in. And my goal here is to take care of some pinnacles. I'm only... If I show you this, I'm going to try the Mida for a bit, just for funsies. It's arc, so I have a 1060 here, 1060 here, 1059, 1060, 1059. So I need a bond, or a sash, and a chest piece. And this character would be soft cap. Warlock is about the same way. I need 2 pieces on that as well. So I'm not going to get through all of that, I think. I might push through it. I don't know. I've got today and tomorrow if things work out. It's just, man, during the work week, if I get an hour at the end of the day to play, that's saying a lot. And I oftentimes just don't feel like doing it, especially PvP, because I just don't have any kind of an edge at all. But be that as it may, let's go ahead and load up on the strike. 3 of these, and I'm going to be in the money. So I did pick up my bounties, and I don't know if there's anything that I... Sidearm, I could do that. Arc, I'll do that. Taken, we'll see. I mean, I could push through these, but these are not a priority. In fact, if they work out, they work out. But if they don't, they don't. So I got to get my headphones on. I don't want the mic picking up the stereo sound here, so I go full mic, and hopefully that helps out. Won some, lost some on Gambit. I invaded a lot. And you know, I should have just thrown the games, but I don't know, there's something about me. I have a hard time doing that. Alright, so
we received limited intel regarding a Vex information depot. I want you to get in there and figure out what
this strike can be relatively quick, especially under arc, since I can essentially run in melee. I'm set up for essentially infinite melees.
What can you tell us about this terminus?
I have not detected significant Vex activity,
which I will show you here in just a second.
After the Exodus Black arrived.
Needed some room to create some space.
Maybe we won't run into much resistance.
Yeah, but since Dad kind of follows you around, I wouldn't count on that.
Positive
Like
as
that.
ever, I see.
This guy's gonna wither horde everything. Alright. Decided to break the Mida out. Oh my goodness. Not used to the
Captain,
Titan at all.
I have been monitoring Vex transmissions. It appears the Vex are repelling a Cabal insurgent at your present location.
Any idea what they're doing down here?
The Vex are currently calculating probabilities to that question. Response will be forthcoming. Whatever it is, you just know it's not good.
I'm not gonna race that guy for kills. He can have them. I'm just gonna move on to the next thing. He kept shooting over my shoulder at everything that I would shoot at, so I figure, yeah, I'll just move on.
The Scion was wearing commander regalia.
Friendly Ghost, the Vex believe that commander is Kargan, an elite Red Legion Scion.
Guardian, I'm making the elimination of Carvin your priority in this operation. His crew has
I
been
forget about the
all
float.
over the system. From our
I'm
intel,
trying to triple
he's
jump.
mostly targeting Vex installations. However, removing him can only strengthen our position. Put him down.
I have good news and bad news.
That was interesting.
Give us the good news first.
This
The
is
good
arc
news
milk,
is that Kargan
by the
is
way.
killing Vex by the dozen.
All right. What's the bad news?
Kargan has almost complete control over the Vex Gate network. I predict several detachments of Cabal over the next few minutes.
Wonderful.
Wither horde that guy. There we go. There we go. Now we're talking. You don't have to go over there. Just shoot him.
There's got to be a way to get through here. Failsafe, any ideas?
I believe Centurions will possess the means to remove the Vex lock and grant you ingress. Excellent work, Captain. You are at 50% completion of this task. Here they come again.
There we go. See, carrying the Mida helps me out with the mobility. Kill a turd. What a name. And I don't know what I'm running on this, but yeah, I don't think it's not as high as my Hunter. All right.
There's Kargan. Wow. Okay, don't get hit by that.
Intercepted communication from the Vex indicates that Kargan has bypassed their initial security
Probably shouldn't be on this
protocols.
gun, but I am.
Kargan is using that complex to access the data artifact. Get me over to that Vex room, and I'll try a counterattack. One down, two to go.
Reload is so slow on that gun. All right. Come on, Kargan.
He's really someone dead. Just saying.
That was pretty easy. Didn't even have to throw my super, which I don't think much of the Titan super anyway.
Location secured, Commander Zavala.
Good work done.
All right.
What intel did you discover?
There's an almost unreadable data artifact here.
Thought I saw
labeled
some heavy
Oxa.
tossed out
It's
here
heavily
somewhere,
corrupted,
but I guess I
I'm able
didn't.
to make out M-Sund 12 from the access log. What is Oxa, and who was M-Sund 12?
Those are questions for another day, I suppose. But for now, well done.
I would quit out of this and jump into the next one, but Bungie has a funny way of making things not count if you do that. And so I'll wait the 27 seconds that I saw on there and clean up my inventory very quickly. I changed my layout a bit again. As you can see, I like having a big play screen, and I took it back more to the way that my previous layout overlay worked. Excuse me. But yeah, the overall tone of it, I think, is improved. It's not quite so cartoonish. All right. All that's loading. Yep, that one counted. This should go by pretty quickly. I think that last strike took, what, 10 minutes, something like that. So I've got, it's 5:28 my time, Eastern Standard, and typically we eat about 6 o'clock. So if all goes well here, I'll jam in 2 more strikes before this is done. And that'll be the Strike Pinnacle done. I still have Gambit Pinnacle, oh my gosh, and Crucible Pinnacle for 3 shots. You know I'm going to get 3 energy weapons, but who knows? Maybe luck's with me today. If you're watching last night when I finally did get a mark, it was because of the packages for the Solstice, and it was a 1059 instead of a 1060. So my Hunter remains below the soft cap. This can be a quick strike too, depending. If I have to wait for people to load, it could take a while. But I should be able to clear quite a bit of it off right now. It is, after all, only 1070. Not used to the Mitre though. I'll be honest with you. It's,
Head to the power station. I've got a plan to take him down, but I need
it's a good
your
gun, but I need to work on landing my shots. Like that. Like that. Like that. All right. Nathival. I could have ridden by everything, and I guess I probably should have. I just typically don't. Part of me says, what's the point of playing the game if you're going to run by the bulk of it? You know.
Open the cooling vents on the inhibitor. Then hit it with everything you've got.
There we go. Ooh, physically I had to push back.
Attention. Neural net inhibitor offline. Core power level
TCB, I bet that stands for taking care of business. What do you think?
will result in a critical
Bachman Turner Overdrive. He's going to take care of that group. Oh, I don't have my stuff. I thought I had my charge. I wonder how I lost it.
Closer look.
Doesn't
Oh
matter.
no. With the inhibitor offline, the neural network is going crazy. I'll try to stabilize it. Defend the area.
Oh, I don't have my finishers. Ah. You know, I wondered what I had mapped to that button when I switched. Now I know.
Got it. Neural net is online and ready. Now for the inhibitor vent.
Got gnats in southern Indiana pretty bad right now. You see me shaking my head trying to clear it.
Core power levels approaching critical overload. Personnel are recommended to evacuate.
Great work. Get to the core before it goes critical.
Alright, gonna have plenty of
Time to
heavy.
forge a new Valkyrie.
Yikes. Oh, they already did it. Oh. Sorry, boys. Didn't mean to do that. Lost track of myself. They're buzzing right along. I'm going to have to up my game here. Alright.
Stabilize. Kind of. Valkyrie is ready. Alright. I need you to throw the Valkyrie into the core and force a full meltdown.
Yep, I figured that's what they do.
Complete core meltdown initiated. If you can hear this message, you are
I'm going to go ahead and throw my super through here. Maybe not. Yeah, just clear it out. And get out. Let's see what my speed is. 56, it's not real good. I'm gonna have to work on that.
I've never seen anything so powerful. Be careful.
Well, let's see how useful this is. Pretty useful. It's gonna go immune. That's that.
Way to go, Guardian.
Couldn't have done it without you.
You don't have to overthink this strike. There's not much to it. Boy, this game's pretty. It has a lot of problems. Don't get me wrong, but it is pretty. I probably ought to be running the Ikelos on this instead of the Gnawing Hunger, which I'm going to rectify next round. Alright. So let's take care of that. Keep this cleaned off as best I can. That'll keep my postmaster from filling up. I don't know what that is, but it's not worth it. Alright, there we go. Still want to run the Mida. But, yeah, I need to look at how I'm stacking my perks. The recovery on the Titan just isn't that strong, and I think that's what I was looking at, was boosting it up. But I think I might have gotten out of control on that. The recovery mod there probably would be better served as a mobility mod. Let's see what happens. If, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I would add 10 to that. Let's do it. Yeah, I think that's the smarter way to go, and I might even do it. Might even do it again. I really need to be able to move on this character. We'll try it. Yeah, I can live with that. 5 recovery. It'd be nice to be able to bump it a little bit, but mobility, 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 mobility. Mobility. I'm all mobility. All about it. Alright, so if I get some other... Yeah. Running the Mida, it's going to make it level 8. It's going to be considerably quicker this time. So that's, what, 2 strikes down? We're back to this one. At 750, there's really not going to be much that's going to be a problem.
I want you to get in there and figure out what they know.
One thing that mouse and keyboard doesn't do better for sure is control on the Sparrow. I think these guys are going to be AFK for most of this, so I'm going to have to pull them through. Oh, nope, he made it. Alright. 100%. Ikelos is better on an Arc Burn Nightfall or Strike.
Red Legion. What are the Cabal doing here?
I am monitoring Vex transmission. It appears that the Vex are repelling a Cabal incursion at your present location.
Alright, let's get across there. Let's keep the heat on him.
Guardian, I'm making the elimination of cargo your priority in this operation.
I think there were just 2 of us. I thought there was a third, but he must have left. TCB? Or he's up on the planet jacking around, that's what it was. TCB. We don't need him. You know what I just found out there? If you hit reload when you're up there, you immediately jump out of it. What do you know? I never knew that. Alright, let's just get in here and start. Where'd he go? Well, that wasn't weird at all. Alright, yeah, TCB must have left. Kiastis. I'm going to count on these guys who appear to know what they're doing to do what they know they should do. And he does.
All right.
Well done.
One more. Keep an eye out for another Cabal drop or Centurion.
Got it?
Here they come again.
Look at all those orbs. We are doing great. Alright, guys. Good job so far. Still should be carrying the Mida to travel. The other thing I have to get used to on the Titan is when you do a fall like that, how you have to aim your float. So you can't, like with a Hunter, you would just jump, and you could point down and you could jump, and it would cushion. But with this, I've got to anticipate it, feather it, and point. And if you wait too late, that should take care of it. No, I thought it would. All right.
There's Kargan. Get me over to that Vex fleet, and I'll try.
These guys are still faster, even if I carry the Mida. But I can see what he's setting up for, so I'm going to get away from him.
Injected some bad variables into his decryption process. That should slow him down.
He's immune. You are not getting this zone. All right. Got my super back already. Never any doubt. There it is. Never any doubt. Remember, chest or cape? What's it gonna be?
Location secured, Commander Zavala.
Kinetic weapon.
Good work, Gunner. What intel did you discover?
Oh
There's
my
an almost
gosh.
unreadable data artifact here labeled Oxa. It's heavily corrupted, but I'm able to
I
make
think
out
I've got a
M
theory on this.
12 from the access log. What is Oxa, and who was M-Sun 12?
Those are questions for another day, I suppose. But for now, well done.
Yep, there's the 1060. Got a theory on this. I'm thinking the way they've got this set up, the bond is more likely to fall from like Pit of Heresy or maybe the dungeon, whereas your weapons are more likely to fall from the +1 pinnacles. I'm betting that's the way it's weighted. I bet it is, because I could do this all day long, and I generally am going to wind up getting, yeah, here or here. It's going to be one or the other. So, yeah, TCB left team chat. Well, that takes care of at least that pinnacle. If you look at it, let's see what we've got here. Got the 3 for that. I could do Nightfall. I probably ought to do that later. I'm gonna hold off on that. I just need 100K. Shouldn't be too tough, but I don't have time to do it at the moment. I'm in Shrouded, the Clan Shrouded, and Shrouded Destiny specifically. There are like 12 different divisions of it, and a lot of activity on the Discord. And I could probably LFG out a Nightfall and do all right on that. Probably. I haven't done a whole lot of it yet. I've just been a member for about a week and waited for things to settle down. I probably shouldn't have gone ahead and joined, but been looking for a group that's pretty chill. And I don't know if it's better to be in a smaller and more intimate clan or to be in a big anonymous clan. And there are actually pros and cons to both. I mean, you would think the obvious answer would be a smaller, more intimate clan, but the problem with that is you are really dependent upon every member to get in and be super active. And unfortunately, I've never been in a clan where you had over 10 or 15 people that were actually very active. And so the bulk of the time you can't find enough people to do activities. But you create relationships and friends better that way. Large anonymous clan, you got LFG constantly, and there's somebody to play with all the time, but you don't really get to know anybody because you just kind of pass in and out. And moreover, since you don't have any kind of bonds with people, sometimes people can be kind of curt. It's it's chill, but it's like chill, Burr, that wasn't very friendly at all. So I don't know. The practical side says being the larger clan, because at least then if you have to do an activity, you can find somebody to do that with. They may kick you out if they don't think you're good enough, along the way, but you've got a better chance of getting it done than being in a small clan where you can't find anybody on. I've done a lot of clans, and I'm going to give this one a ride because they aren't, I don't feel like with 12 divisions, I'm taking up a slot by being in it and only infrequently being able to play with people. In fact, the clan, is even, the Discord's open to people who aren't even in the clan. So I really don't think I'm hurting anything here. But if ever it comes to the point where someone raises the question that I am, well, then I'll move on. It's no big deal. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cap the stream for now, and I'll come back in later, probably do PvP, and I haven't decided what I'll use loadout wise for that. I don't know. Options, there are plenty. I really need to try that Redrix out in Crucible. I haven't done that yet, and I'm going to just toss that on for now. I didn't 1060 that yet because it's going to get sunset, and it didn't make a ton of sense. But I think I'm going to throw it on and at least start with that later when I get back on. But I want to thank you for watching. I hope your day in your life is going well, but I think it's time to call it for now and get ready for dinner. I've got about 8 minutes, and that's not enough time to do anything else. So hope to see you again soon. This is Iron Bill signing out.